Alright, so how's everyone doing? Artist of Strong Style here to give you another deck profile of my True Draco Monarch deck. The only reason I'm saying it's Monarch is because, okay, if you have seen True Draco Monarch decks, they don't use the Monarch monsters. They only use the Monarch magic and trap cards. So that's why they say, and then of course for myself, I say also, it's called True Draco Monarch. The Draco cards are, the Draco monsters are tributed as well, so just like Monarchs. Except what is more interesting about them is, okay, we already know if you have to tribute summon, you have to use monsters, right? Well, with True Dracos, you can use your counter magic and trap cards as your material for what you need to make your tributed monster. So right here, Masterpiece. It's a level 8. So what do you need to do to make a 7 or 8? You need to do a double tribute. So, 2 monsters, right? Well, what if it could just be your counter magic and trap cards as your tribute? So, 2 monsters, 2 continuous spell and trap cards. You send them to the graveyard, and then you have your tributed monster. True Dracos is a worm deck as well. Yeah, they don't even look like worms, but they're worms. And, okay. So this is my version of how I made it. Now, okay, this is not going to be using a diagram or anything like that because it's not pure. If I was using pure, then of course I would use the diagram or any other particular cards you need to make the deck, put in the deck. So, further ado, and here we go. Okay, so also, before I start again, I was showing you the deck. Masterpiece came back. Thank God. Now, okay. When first the True Dracos came out, I was playing I was playing 2 Masterpiece. I did have a third because I was trying 3. Then I went to 2. Then at some point, they banned the card. They banned Masterpiece, which was pretty. Of course, no one liked that. Of course, at some point they're gonna ban a card and everyone is not gonna like it. I didn't like it either when they banned Masterpiece. So, I sold my 2, I kept 1, because I never knew if they would bring this card back. And I would at least keep 1. So, the past 2 formats, they did bring this back to 1. Now, with this format that, the ban list, they brought it to 3. Now, I'm not really upset about that. It's just, okay, 1 I say is all you need. I could go 2, but at least for right now, I still have my 1, and I'm fine with that. Because I think right now it's like a $16 card or something like that. Or at least $10. But I'm fine with just 1. Of how I made this, it's fine if I'm using 1 Masterpiece. So, further ado, here we go. So, Masterpiece, the boss monster of the deck. The staple of the deck, you are going to need Masterpiece. So yeah, to tribute summon this card face up, you can count continuous spell and trap cards as your tribute, or monsters, whatever you want, to make your Masterpiece. So yeah, 2. So 1, 2, or monsters and a continuous spell or trap card, and play your Masterpiece. Now I don't get why Konami had a problem with Masterpiece's effect. Because first, okay, a 2950 attacker. Really, monsters that are high-level monsters don't have like a 50. It's 3,000, 35, 32. So I don't know why they had a 2950. That was not the main problem by the attack of Masterpiece. It was by the effect of what Masterpiece does. During either player's turn, quick effect, you could banish away one of your continuous spell or trap cards, magic or trap, that's in your graveyard. Then its effect would be to target 1 card on the field and destroy it. What was the point of that? I don't get why Konami had a problem with it. I know they would have a problem if, okay, what if you did that, but it was banish a card? I would say that would be the main problem. Not the effect you can target, because we know monsters, you cannot target them. Like, what was the big problem with Masterpiece? I didn't see this as a big problem. Or at least just put it to 1 when Masterpiece came out. Yeah, 3, okay. What was the big problem? Or at least limit it to 2 or limit it to 1. Well, thank God they brought it back, but I don't know why Konami had a problem with Masterpiece, because, yeah, that's the effect. Quick play, Banish away one of your continuous magic or traps in your graveyard, and then target one card on the field. It's targeting, not banishing. So I don't know why Konami had a problem with him. And yes, he looks like a soldier or whatever, but he's a worm. So I don't know why they made this as a worm, but it's a worm. And yes, you can use 3 now. I'm using 1. If I need to go back and use 2, but I don't need to right now because I'm fine with just 1. So thank God I kept my 1 because you just never know. Like, think of it this way. If you have so many heavy storms, and let's say they bring that card back, at least keep 1 because you never know. It could be like, alright, fine, we'll let you use 2 heavy storms now. See? At least just keep 1 because you never know if they're going to bring that card back. I don't think they will, but imagine they do. And you sold all your heavy storms, you got nothing. At least just keep 1 just in case. I'm sure they're not going to bring that back, but that's just like a example. So like, same thing, Graceful Charity. If you have so many Graceful Charities, you just want to, because they're super rare. Of course, you can get money, you can get a good trade for it, but at least just keep 1. I know they're not going to bring that card back either. But again, like an example, at least just have 1 because I'm sure if they somehow did bring that card back, it would just be you can only use 1. So at least just have your 1. That's what I did with Masterpiece. I kept at least 1 of them. And yeah, I was lucky at some point they did bring it back. Now, okay. Dino Knight. He is... Okay, so Dino Knight. Count as a 1 tribute, or you can count as one of your continuous magic spell trap... Magic... or trap cards, continuous, and count this as your summoning. When it is summoned out, you can search for a trap card of a True Draco from your deck, add it to your hand, or place it onto the field automatically. Anytime on your turn or your opponent's turn they were to play a card or effect is activated, then there you go. That's the effect. Get a monster. We'll get a get a card effect. That's the whole point of a trap card. Then there's Ignis Heat. It's the same thing except you search for a True Draco magic card. Magic card. This is trap card. Majesty's Fiend. Same thing except you search for a monster. And yeah, same effect. Anytime when an effect is played. So yeah, Majesty, search for your monster. Ignis Heat, search for your magic card. True Draco, search for your trap card. Now, what's risky about this deck, and the only reason I'm saying it's risky is because these are the only monsters you are using. There are only 9 monsters in here, and that's your True Dracos. See, again, it's all worm, but I don't know why they don't look like worms, but they're worms. See, Majesty's Mages look like it's just coming at you already with the huge blow, using its I don't know, wind of a staff, whatever, getting ready to do a swing at you. The huge, wind attack. Draco Knight doesn't even look like it either, but it has like the palm of a, almost like, I don't know, like the fangs of Wolverine or something. I don't know how to count it. I don't know how to say it either. And then Ignis Heat seems like it's going for an attack or defense right there. It's just going to defend like it's going to, I don't know, a blade or whatever is going to try to hit him, but he's like, yeah, prevent it. I don't know. Sometimes it's just cool where, even if it doesn't look like them, at least just try to describe of how they look like. So yeah, like direct attack, going at you, defense, and then Masterpiece. Since he's a master, it seems like he's already declined, like up in the air with his blade. Let's go for a battle. Declare battle. Something like that. I don't know. That's why I like to have fun also. Just describe of how your cards look like. So yeah, risky deck because that's the only monsters you're using. And yeah, it's 40 cards, okay? So no 42, no 45. So we're talking about 31 cards more than just your monsters. Only monsters. So what I mean by... Okay. Now we're going to talk about using some true monarch cards. So I did say true Draco Monarch. I guess I didn't say it, but yeah, it's true Draco Monarch. You're not using the monarch cards, monarch monsters, but you are using the monarch spell and trap cards. So, true domain of the true monarchs. Most likely for, of course, you want to play for the monarchs, but it can also work for tributed monsters, which you are having tributed monsters. Well, you control no cards in your extra deck. You're not playing an extra deck in this. No extra deck. As long as you have a tributed monster on the field, you have domain on the field, no one can play from the extra deck. Lock your opponent from playing from your extra deck, because that's all they're going to want to do. I've seen most decks right now. They don't depend on their monsters that they have in their hand, except for, of course, their hand trap cards. But we're talking like, you know, Blue Eyes or Dark Magician, whatever, they're not going to really depend on that. They're going to depend on making their Dragoon or Blue Eyes alternative White Dragon, their Synchro Monster. If you're going against like Evil Twins, they're going to, yeah, all they want to depend on is just, you know, recycling each other and then boost up, keep on exceeding until, you know, pretty much you get anything. You know you're going against Link, that's playing from the extra deck. Now, True Domain Monarchs also has another effect. Every single time my tributed monsters would declare an attack, it'll get the boost up of 800 attack points more. And that's it. And only when I attack. And if I have no tributed monster in the field, but I have domain on the field, well then now my opponent can do it. You just need to have a tributed monster and domain on the field. You lock your opponent from playing from the extra deck. And sometimes I'd be wise about that because I have my partner, since yeah, we tag duel a lot, my partner likes to play from the extra deck, so I gotta be wise on that. Like, oh god, okay, I don't really want to do that because yeah, that's his thing also, likes to play from the extra deck. Unless he's using a deck that I know he will not depend on using the extra deck a lot. Alright, so, draw power. So yeah, monarchs, yes, but only the magic and trap cards. Your draw power to the... Your draw power. So hopefully, yeah, with only like 9 monsters, hopefully you can get some draw. Which is, yeah, send away a magic or trap, including Pantheism, to the graveyard, draw 2 cards. You can keep on doing the draw power as much as you want. But the other effect is banish it from your graveyard, search for any 3 monarch spell trap, reveal them to your opponent, they choose 1, goes to your hand, the other 2 go back to your deck, reshuffle. That is only once per turn. And sometimes it gets fun because you can just do this. Domain, domain, domain. My opponent must choose a domain. They got no choice but to give me a domain. Or you can Stormforth. We already know what Stormforth is. These are for the monarchs, but they can also be done for tributed monsters. Take control of one of your opponent's monsters, and I'll play one of mine. Of course, yeah. True Dracos. Oh, and then I guess I forgot to say the other effect of domain. You can count this as one of your targets only if you're going to play a double tribute. So that would be only for Masterpiece. So let's say, yeah, Stormforth. I'll Stormforth a monster. So that counts as 1. And if I have Masterpiece in my hand, I'll count that as 2. Masterpiece. It can't be done for like a just simple 1 and then just summon out. No, it doesn't work that way. March of the Monarchs. Tribute summon monsters you control cannot be targeted by or destroyed by card effects. You cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck. You're not playing an extra deck, but at least you have protection. My main thing I always want to see and I have on the field is, okay, lock your opponent, so you must have a tributed monster, and you have your protection. Because I know a lot of decks what they're going to depend on is doing destruction by their effects, not by attack. Because yeah, I've seen a lot of decks. Even my friend, he uses Live Evil Twins. One of his monsters, I know it just comes back. He brings out two. One can destroy, one can, and one draws. And then he just loops up once again to make his high level Evil Twins or make more monsters. Yeah. So yeah, destruction, fine. Just you can only choose these right here. You can't choose my, because it can't be destroyed by card effects. Or if my opponent, Raigeki, stays alive, can't be destroyed by card effects. So I want protection, lock my opponent, and then of course you need to tribute a monster on the field. Now okay, that's for my Magic of Monarch cards. Now okay, Disciple of the True Dracos. These are the True Dracos, and these are the searchers for Igniseat. I'll tell you first about this. If a spell card of a True Draco goes to the graveyard, from the field sent to the graveyard, pop a Magic or Trap card on the field. If this is gone. That's the way it goes. If a Magic card of a True Draco is sent from the field to the graveyard, you pop a Magic or Trap on the field. Now, okay, that's just the effect of a spell card if it goes away. Now I'll explain what Disciples does. If you have this on the field, and you have 3, you can search for 3 of your True Dracos, no matter what they are, from your graveyard. Send them right back to your deck, reshuffle, draw 1 card. And then Heritage. Another spell card, sent away, destroy a Magic or Trap on the field. Now again, that's just a spell card of what happens. I'm just telling you what happens if a spell card is sent away of a True Draco. Anyways, okay. Now Heritage's effect. You have this on the field first. Then for as many cards that were sent away that are True Dracos, you're going to draw that many cards. That's all it is. Just another draw power type of thing. Yeah, of course. You're only using... Yeah, I only have 2. I only have 3. But I'm fine with that. So yeah, this is just the way I had it before. Yeah, 3-2. Who cares? I don't care, because I'm not a pure like you need to go 3-3. No, 3-2. I'm fine with that. It's cool with me. Yeah, and you saw there's no diagram, because if I'm playing diagram, I don't mind. Like if I had it, maybe just try one, maybe use one, but that's not really my type of thing because that's playing competitive, and I don't want to play competitive. So then, okay. Pot of Duality. Draw power. Draw 3 cards. Choose 1. Send the other 2 back to your hand. Well, back to the deck. Once per turn. And you cannot special summon. It's not going to affect you. So yeah, you have some kind of, hopefully you can draw into getting a True Draco. That's my magic. Alright, so we'll go to the traps now. Monarch Perfection. This is a new Monarch trap card. So, once per chain, if your opponent special summons a monsters, and you control a attributed monster, except during the damage step, you can banish 1 magic or trap of a card you have in your graveyard. Then you can apply one of these following effects. There are 6 effects, and all the effects are that I know in my head is by a Monarch of the effects. Because, of course, I'm a Monarch player. I know them completely. Rather, 1. Destroy 1 monster on the field. That's Cyborg. 2. Destroy 2 spell trap cards on the field. That's Mobius. 3. Discard 1 random card from your opponent's hand. That's Thestalos. 4. Destroy 1 face-down card on the field. That's Gramrock. 5. Place 1 card from the top of the deck to from the field to the top of the deck. That's Ryza. 6. Banish 1 card on the field. Caius, and that's my favorite Monarch out of all. I know what the effects would be and what Monarch that would be. you have each of the effects of the monarchs. And my thing I like to do is the 6th one, which is banish 1 card on the field. And then my last trap card for the is Monarch's Erupt. So yeah, there is no Prime of the Monarch in here. There is no Tenacity in here. Because I don't think you really need those, because that's really like if you're gonna play for Monarchs, you're not. But at least these trap cards I would have in there. I would have in here. Because Monarch's Erupt is activate this card only if you control no cards from your extra deck. And control a tributed monster. A tributed monster. Which you are going to be doing, having tributed monsters on the field. Negate the effects of all face-up monsters on the field, while those monsters are face-up on the field, except tributed summon monsters. During your end phase, if you control no tributed monsters, send this card to the graveyard. Monarch's Erupt. Even if they're called monarchs, it doesn't mean it's only for the monarchs. And yes, these are some, if you need to, for some draw power, send them away for with your pantheism. Now the True Draco trap cards. Okay. Apocalypse. Now, okay. I'll tell you what a trap card does if it's sent to the graveyard. If a trap card of a True Draco is sent to the graveyard, you destroy a monster. So if a magic card gets sent away, you destroy a magic or trap. If a True Draco trap card is sent away, destroy a monster. Target 1 monster on the field and destroy it. It says on the top right here. If this card is sent from the spell trap card zone to the graveyard, you go target 1 monster on the field, destroy it. Now that's what happens if a trap card is sent away. Now I will explain what Apocalypse does. You can target 1 other True Draco on the field that you control, destroy it, and if you do, the attack and defense monster of all face-up monsters your opponent controls becomes half of their current attack and defense due to how many levels of the monsters of that monster. Or, during your main phase, your opponent's main phase, you can immediately, after this effect resolves, tribute summon 1 True Draco monster face up on the field as long as you're tributing and making a True Draco. This is what I'm saying. You have Ignis Heat, Dynamite. On my opponent's turn, switch. As long as I'm tributing a True Draco and I'm playing a True Draco, I can do this on my opponent's turn. This is how fun True Draco Apocalypse can be. So then, that's what... Okay, so True King's Return. I'm only using 1 of them. Of course, you can go... I know I went to 3, but of course, I'm just using for what I have, and I'm saying I am fine with, if it's just 1. It's the Call of Haunted to the True Dracos. You have this... Okay, remember, I told you what this trap card does. And most likely you do not want this trap card gone. When this card is on the field, you can revive right back a True Draco into defense mode, effects negated. Then you can revive it right back when it comes to your turn. Now the effect is on. Keep on bringing back a True Draco. Unless it's by, Call by the Grave. Because that's 1 card I know. Or they're just going to destroy this to make sure I don't get anything back. Now, another way I know I can search for my True Draco, and hopefully it's not going to kill me if I'm doing it. Okay, Waterfall of the Dragon Souls. Trap card. Add one worm type monster from your deck, add it to your hand. There we go. See? So yeah, I have some other ways of getting my True Dracos. Well, hopefully I can get it. Now, okay, I did not really put that much into these cards into my deck when I had it before, when I was making this. And then I was like going back and forth. But then I'm deciding to put these right back in. Okay, these are continuous trap cards. So my first one, lose one turn. A continuous trap card. Now, okay, I'll tell you this. Even if your trap cards or magic cards are put face down, you can, okay, put it face down. I will send it away because all you have to do is send away a magic or trap card of a continuous to the graveyard to make your true Draco. It does not matter as long as you're sending away a magic or trap of a continuous. So lose one turn. I love this trap card. It's just an awesome trap card to have in. So you activate this card only when you currently control no special summon monsters. During the turn a monster is special summoned, negate its effects. If an effect monster or monsters is special summoned in attack position, switch it to defense position. Hopefully this trap card can help me until I can get a true Draco. But this trap card is so fun. I do have my third, but right now I'm switching it because this is my other trap card. There can only be one. If I took this card out, it would be it would be 3 lose one turns. But there can only be one. Okay. This trap card. Each player can only control one monster of each type. If a player controls 2 or more monsters of the same type, they must send some to the graveyard so that they control no more than one. Oh god. So they control no more than one monster of that type. And look at, okay, I know most of my friends, okay, they play Dragon Mate. That's all dragons. Okay, fine. All dragons. But remember, they can only have one. They can't have 2 or more. They can only have one. So that's like a little helper right there. Because again, yeah, Evil Twins, I know my friend, he would have so many already on the field. Or make so many lineups to make a synchro, to exceed, whatever. Remember, there can only be one. He can only have one on the field. So this is why it's a little helper also. You can only have one monster on the field of the same type. So yeah, Evil Twins. I forgot what Evil Twins are. But either way, yeah, Evil Twins to like a spell cat. Okay, I'm just saying a whole bunch of type of decks, but you get the idea. There can only be one, and if you're going against one particular deck with only that one type of thing, they can only have only one monster. I'm running Worms, so I can only play. There can only be one. I can only have one on the field. It's just I can only have one. Only be one. And then I told you what lose one turn is. They're just cool actual trap cards. I could put in, Imperial Iron Wall. Yeah, you just get the idea. There's so many different kinds. Like, okay, let me see. Do I have my... So yeah, there you go. Here's my third lose one turn, but of course I'm switching it for see, if I did not use there can only be one, it would be 3 lose one turn. But no, I'm taking that out to make here. Or if you want to play some kind of crazy more shit, then Rivalry of the Warlords. Each player sends monsters so they can only control one type of monster. Each player can only control one monster. So it would particularly be the same thing. But I would use lose one turn more because you're going to switch them to defense mode and their effects are going to be negated. I would say lose one turn is way better. And imagine you have this on the field. Both. they can only have one monster, and the effect's going to be negated, and they have to switch to defense mode. And yeah, this is the deck. This is the deck. And then yeah, it just says any. So I could play any of the anything. Doesn't matter. Here's the thing also. Imagine face down. Your opponent's gonna Harpy's Feather Duster. Or just fake your opponent. I'm gonna put this card face down. They're already gonna think it's my or just have it face down. You have a Magic and Trap. So your Apocalypse is face down. Your Heritage is face down. Harpy's Feather Duster, or they're going to play anything. Destroy. Okay, they destroy Apocalypse. What happens when a trap card is sent away? Destroy a monster. What happens when a spell card is sent away? Destroy a magic or trap card. So for example, okay, True Heritage and Draco Fighter. Sent away, summon, as your tribute. 2 effects. 1, sent away, destroy a magic or trap on the field. 2, search for your trap card. Activate it. So when it comes to turn, you get Ignis Heat, Tribute, sent away, search for your magic card. Maybe your other disciple. I mean your other, where are you? Where did I put you? Heritage. End phase, come back to defense mode. Effects negated. Because of True King's Return. Revive you right back to attack mode. Effects on. Now, you cannot play both, but anytime your opponent plays a card, or you yourself, search. Keep on building up build up until you need to. And if I had, okay, I can tribute, or I can go tribute, destroy a monster. Here you go, Masterpiece. True Heritage. So 2 cards were sent away of a True Draco. Draw 2 cards. And at the end phase, you just come back. Yeah, not many monsters. There's only 9. And then Erupt is almost like, yeah, lose 1 turn, but that's just on the, yeah, it's just negating. But lose 1 turn is the same thing. But I told you, you switch the monsters to defense position. Where are you again? Yeah, lose 1 turn. I like this trap card. It's a cool trap card. So hopefully you don't get anything yet, but at least lose 1 turn. Hopefully that can work. So you have to. So yeah, you're safe for at least until you could possibly get one. But if not, it's gone. Then your opponent's gonna be able to switch the monsters to attack position and go declare attacks on me. Now here's the other thing also. Link monster, you cannot switch them to defense mode, which sucks. But yeah, lose 1 turn. And thanks, it came back. Yeah, I did say I did have 3. And you are allowed 3, but the way I have this here, I think you only need 1. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll show you test hands of how this deck is. Speak to y'all later. Peace.